Barbershop Quartet.
Once again.
Torn in pieces.
Can't deny it.
Can't pretend.
Just thought you were the one.
Something deep inside. You don't get to see the tears I cry.
Behind these days.
I got brown eyes.
I do have hive.
I have.
I can't.
Does
talk
it matter?
anymore.
Here's one. What is your favorite, maybe
Color.
unconventional food pairing?
What?
You just happen to discover.
Antonio has entered
Just
the chat.
happen. You just happen to discover
Just ask me about food.
that these two things actually make a pretty dang good combination. Food, drink, whatever.
I'm trying to think because there's one thing I think I have tried that I'm like, that can't be good together, and then it is.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I do too. Go
mozzarella.
ahead.
The mozzarella sticks and ranch. Is that the one you were talking about?
No, but that's also a good one. I didn't, for
Yum.
some reason, I wouldn't think mozzarella sticks and ranch go good together, but at this
Damn,
one place,
boy.
they do.
What's your favorite unlikely pairing? Your rare pair, if you
Unlikely.
will.
The rare pairing. The one true pairing.
The one true rare pair.
No. Don't bring that back into the thread.
It's not bad.
Your OTP.
Let me answer the first question first. Hold up.
I actually.
Hold up, everyone, hold the fuck up.
Damn, I want to know what everyone's one true pairing is.
You
no,
gotta
okay.
circle
Let me
back on
give.
that one.
Let me. Okay, so my weird one. It's specifically like a Starbucks thing. I've been getting a lot of matcha lemonades, but I asked them to put the vanilla sweet cream cold foam on it because like vanilla and lemon go together and vanilla and matcha go together. So I was like, put all three together, and I like it. Skye does not like it.
It's not for me.
Sounds curdly.
Sounds very
It's not
curdly.
that.
So one
I
true
feel like
pair.
I've had matcha lemonade. Oh, fuck. Yeah, one true pairing.
Fuck.
Fuck. Do you have 30 minutes of your time?
I can give you 2 words, but I don't even. Bag and shield. That's the name of your fucking OTP.
That is one of them. That's one of my major ones.
What's bigger than that?
Let me go back to my high school roots, maybe, and say Marceline and the Bubblegum Princess.
That's cute. I'm not.
That's very
I don't know
cute.
much of. I was about to say overtime.
Overtime! Do you want to go back to work already?
No, I
It's on
don't.
Monday.
I don't, and I don't have
Oop,
overtime
oop,
this week.
oop.
I don't know much about Adventure Time, but I always see pictures or like
Of Bubbling.
of them, and I'm like, that is so cute. I like that vibe.
Yeah.
They get together.
Are they
in the HBO
the
series.
goth girl and
And then like the
The
princess.
vampire
the
girl
preppy
and the
girl?
the-
Okay, yeah.
I
dark
love
vibes
it.
and bubblegum vibes?
What's your OTP?
Mine is Ready from It,
Oh, but of course.
chapter 2 specifically.
Right. Because they kiss.
They don't.
They don't! I made you think about
For a
it.
moment, I
It's
was
the
like,
dirty
wait.
ass fan fiction you've been reading, huh? You made you think, didn't it? Molly, don't look at me. Don't look at me. She's like blotting. She's like,
Antonio, please tell me what's yours.
My 2? My 2? One which brings me nothing but heartache, and the other one's just like, who knows? Maybe it could happen during this stupid movie. Not this movie that we're watching, but the movie that they're making. My first one is Steric, which is Styles and Derek from Teen Wolf, going back to my high school times. And which could potentially, like, I don't know. I severely doubt it, but like that
He's
could
not in the movie, right?
not that anyone knows. It's not like it's released yet or anything. I think it's still filming. Who knows? Maybe it's a secret, or who knows?
Oh, that would be a good like because everyone loves your boy.
Everyone loves.
Everyone loves
I
your
mean,
boy.
when
And
I was
everyone loves
watching the
Steric.
show,
Everyone was like everyone on the fucking show was like, y'all need to shut the fuck up about Steric. It's not gonna happen.
it's never gonna happen. Stop trying to make it happen.
Exactly. And then the other one, which was a blatant bullshit, ending, which is why I don't like that movie that I refuse to talk about, is fucking Stucky, which is Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes from the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I do love Stucky too.
I know you do.
It's right. It's correct.
It's good.
It's
good
correct.
shit.
I mean, even if it's not like romantically canon, what happened in Endgame was a mistake.
Ketzel.
Antonio already said mine. Bag and shield.
Oh, that is you. That's like your.
I think if you look at my AO3, that is the one I have the most save fix for. Is Bilbo Baggins and Thorin Oakenshield of The Hobbit. Thank you very much.
I have bookmarked just anything Stucky or Steric. I mean, like, just like, click it and it's all just that. Those two. Plus a third one, I think.
You don't read fan fiction, do you?
I don't. What?
I love literature.
I haven't read it in so long. I should probably.
I stay reading it.
I have been very behind on my Ready fanfics, but
Hey,
there's some good ones out there.
I would say that
One time-
Go ahead.
One time at your old house, didn't I read fan fiction out loud? And
Oh,
I
that was
forget
for
it
you.
was for.
It
That
was
was
for
a joke
SVU.
one. That was a joke one, though. I'm going into my AO3. I need to know who's my number one here. Because I'm pretty sure Reddy has also maybe overtaken. Guys, I think I was wrong all around. I think number one is still Newman from Pacific Rim.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
I haven't been in that fandom in like a decade.
I forgot all about that till you said Newman. I was like, ah.
Oh my god.
They're
hate
still
this.
number one.
I gotta go.
This has been one of our longer cold opens. You opened up this can of fucking worms, Dahlia.
I said
I opened up
combination
the OTP thing.
of foods.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Let's be clear.
Skye.
But I love getting to know you guys.
Getting to know you.
Thank
That was
you.
very good on your vibrato there.
Yeah, work, bitch.
That's staying in.
Go
I was
off.
being
sis.
serious. I wasn't joking. I was being nice.
I'm not joking, bitch.
Wow.
Sorry.
I'll just go fuck myself then.
And that was the last day that Antonio got compliments. Hey y'all, welcome to Sit Down Loser. We're watching a movie. My name is Dahlia.
I'm Skye.
I'm Antonio.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
And I'm Ketzel. And we're just four gay cowboys looking for a good, sad time who watch movies that everyone else has watched, except one of us is a loser who hasn't. Today, we're watching a movie that made us wonder, what did they use for lube? Brokeback Mountain, released in 2005, directed by Ang Lee. And today's losers are...
The Cis Squad.
All of us.
Except for Q.
Ketzel.
Ayo.
First of all, what?
Yeah. I was like, first of all, we're looking for a good. I thought that was going to be it. We're looking for a good.
Good.
Also, yeah, that's a good question. That's a question I got now.
So,
You know
I don't
what?
want
No.
to say more. I will. You'll when you
Say
when
less.
when you get there, you'll know.
Oh shit. Okay.
okay.
Why do we pick this?
Okay, so let me get into this gig. So, having been the only one that's seen this, I will take us forth. But you guys also know. I mean, it is like one of the big queer movies. It's like one of those that, like, in the Wikipedia it says legacy and impact at the bottom. You know, like, it's that big. It like
Wow.
It was like it's Oscar nominated.
yeah. It was Oscar
Giving
nominated,
credit
won
where credit
Oscars.
is due.
It people thought it was really snubbed for the best picture because it won like best director and like I think supporting actor or one of them because it was a huge turning point in queer cinema, but straight people really hated it, even though it was very much, as I put, gays for the straight eye, you know, because it's openly queer or queer actors playing queer people, which, you know, when that's done, it's very much for like a straight audience, right? It's like the
Right.
whitewash version of like a queer cinema. But even though they did that, straight people still hated it, so people thought it was really snubbed for it should have gone best picture, but it didn't.
What did?
People hated this movie.
Oh, I believe.
Well,
I 100% believe that.
Yeah, because it was like one of like, I think it was like one of the first like, there was a lot of queer cinema before it, but this one like really was like mainstream. It was mainstream, TM.
straight. Yeah.
And with like top actors.
with
'Cause I
top
know-
actors, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
I can see
it broke
that.
through.
Get your queer characters out of my movies, like that type of America, right? Like I'm sure I'm speaking for just the US. I'm not talking about worldwide audiences. But wow.
I mean, yeah, this was 2005. So
Yeah, it lost to the movie Crash, and people thought it was a big snub.
What is Crash?
I think that was probably one of the first Oscars I ever watched.
It's weird because it's like, it's obviously such like a, now because we have so much queer content, it's like such a straight washed film. But at the time, because it broke through, straight people like made fun, it was made fun of a lot, and like people like banned it, you know, theaters banned it. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, I feel like I do remember that.
Wow, I don't remember that.
Jokes.
It was 2005.
I just know, because I see Point B, which is Heath Ledger. I do know that like he didn't attend the Oscars or anything because he didn't want to joke about this movie. Like he was very much like, it's about love. Like I'm not gonna, gay jokes are stupid, basically.
Yeah, people made it a whole like
Right. That's
joke.
what reminded me of that, where it was like a parodied a lot. What a good guy.
Heath Ledger was a class act.
Class act.
And because of that, point 3, we're gay, so
Another punch on my queer card.
It's kind of necessary.
And
it's
it's,
on the syllabus, guys.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
on syllabus.
Pride Month.
Mm-hmm.
Happy
It is,
June.
Happy June.
Move, I'm gay.
Happy June, gays.
I have more power than I've ever had this entire year for just 1 month only.
I'm claiming
I'm
it for
redeeming-
myself. All power is for me.
I'm redeeming my trial right now. 1 month trial. Let's go.
And us watching this now only makes us more powerful.
Gay Nation, rise up.
Right?
Hey. I mean, like I said, like now we have so much more, like, because this is also the time of like all queer movies were sad. Like now we get like happy stuff, you know? But
Yes.
it's still a big turning point. It's on the syllabus, as Antonio said. So we gotta.
Can you write the syllabus for this course?
No.
It'll never be finished. We'll never remember what movies are on there, but you
Oh my
just
gosh, I have no
sometimes
idea.
keep track of that.
And then finally, planning forward, the next movie we're watching is Big Eden, and I think this is a really good contrast to it because that's also like a gay western, like cowboyish movie, but it couldn't be more opposite. It's so happy and joyful, and Brokeback Mountain is sad.
I am glad that you switched them because at this point I'm like, I think it'd be good to watch this one first
A nice
and
palate cleanser.
then watch Begin because they are
Yeah.
very different.
They're so different, and Big Eden came out before that, before
I was-
Brokeback Mountain. So.
I was gonna ask you. I was like, when did that come out? Was that 2004?
No,
okay.
Big Eden came out in 2000.
Oh wow.
There are a lot of older gay movies.
Zam.
Yeah, there's a lot of good gay movies from like the 90s and the 80s, you know, like that, or like completely like they play it, but none of them really broke into like the Oscar shit until it was like for the straight audience, which is.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What do you guys know about this film?
Gay cowboys.
Gay cowboys.
Gay cowboys. That's it. I know gay cowboys and death.
Sadness.
I just can't quit you.
Not.
Oh, I did know that.
Not.
Thank you.
I don't know that. Not acceptance. Obviously,
So
because
y'all know death? Is that all y'all know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
it's very
do y'all
short.
Do y'all know why they are gay cowboys or
No.
or how they got together?
No.
Excellent.
No, I'm excited to watch
Baby.
this.
I haven't seen this in like
Ooh, baby.
years, so. Okay, so the Rotten Tomato score is 88%, then audience is 82, and Google users is 88. Rotten
That's
Tomatoes
a high
matching
B.
Google users.
So that's a straight B.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid.
High B. Yeah.
High B. I'm surprised because of what we were just discussing, you know, and that it's like a joke. Like, I mean, I don't think that it's bad to say that it's iconic in a sense,
No, yeah, for sure.
But-
Change things.
but definitely left a lot of like badness. I think that maybe people had to look at it objectively to find it good, but I really want to know how these scores pair up to with my own watching. So I can't wait to watch this.
Ang Lee. What else did he do?
Life of Pi.
That's what I was like. Wasn't there something big that he did too?
Which I also did not watch.
I didn't
Life
watch
of
it
Pi.
either.
Oh, I watched that in theaters. Mama.
I
That was
also
a
watched
good
it in
film.
theaters.
Should we watch that at
Oh.
some point?
I think we should. I think it's one of like the. It's a
I wanted
great
to
film.
say it looked. I just never
She's
got around to see it.
visually spectacular, and the story is inspired.
Oh my god, are me and Tony the only ones who haven't seen that?
Yeah, I watched
well
it.
then we should put it on there.
We should put it on.
I'll put it on the list right now. And also, this is not a good movie, but Ang Lee did make the 2003 Hulk with Eric
That's
Bana.
what it was. I was like, I'm
I
pretty
like
sure-
that movie.
I did too.
Mama.
I like that movie. I like
It's
Eric
not
Bana.
good. Me too.
I like
Mama,
Eric
Me
Bana.
too. He's hot.
He's hot.
Ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
He also directed Sense and Sensibility. He also directed Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
I love Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Haven't seen it.
So, list of actors are, of course, Heath Ledger, Jake Gyllenhaal,
Blech.
Michelle Williams, Anne Hathaway, and the elusive
No,
Quaid brothers,
no,
Randy Quaid.
That's what I saw, and I was like, oh god.
Randall
Of the
Quaid.
elusive Quaidles.
First of all, Randy Quaid. Also, Anne Hathaway, who you hate.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, so what are your guys' expectations before we go in?
Probably be sad.
I just think sadness.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's also
I'm
why I
probably
put
gonna be
off this
sad.
movie.
Yeah, I think that's why because I knew the ending, so I was like, I don't want to watch that to be sad. I already know how it ends.
I don't know.
This
what the
isn't
ending
sweet
is.
or fun or like, campy like the 10-year plan. I have no words for this. Just like I didn't have. Well, actually, the reason I didn't watch Call Me by Your Name was because of my like thoughts on the actor portrayal on that. We already know this, but like I was like, this is sad, and I'm like, when I'm watching something gay, I'd rather watch like some D-list movie that's super campy and not at all like known by anyone else in a room than watch this, which is gonna be sad for sure at the end.
I think it's not unfair for us to want happy queer cinema.
Yeah.
You know?
No one wants to like
Joyful queers.
Here's where it goes. I think people watch movies because they want to probably either sympathize or go on a journey with someone, but if they're gonna watch something like slice of lifey like this, they want it to be like a representation of their life. No one wants to be sad in their life. No one's looking for that.
I want happy endings only.
I love love.
And when it comes to
Gonna be
queer,
sad.
when it comes to queer cinema, I only.
Am
want
I gonna
happy
think this
endings
is a-
only?
Worth it at the end? I don't know.
We'll find out.
We'll
find
for me to
out.
find out.
That's a journey for me.
I'm ready to get sad now.
Sad Nation, rise up.
Yeehaw!
I am in a hailstorm in my soul right now.
Damn.
Damn, bro,
Just
that's
like
poetic.
they were
It'd be like that.
on Brokeback Mountain.
On Brokeback Mountain.
Y'all, there was a reason I never watched this.
What was the reason? This was the reason.
Is this the atonement of gay movies?
What is atonement?
Have you not seen
Right.
Atonement?
No.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
now
fuck.
that movie.
It's one of those that just leaves you like, you don't cry, you're just like,
You're just like,
it's just so unhappy.
it's like,
There's no hope at the end.
it's
Life has already happened. Hope
Life's
is dead.
happened.
you know there's
came
a
out-
couple movies that have left me like this where the light has just left everything about me. The
This is
Poughkeepsie
one of
tapes.
those.
Yeah. Poughkeepsie tape. That's different.
That sucked.
No, that's no.
That sucked
That's-
all the joy out of my life.
We leave Poughkeepsie for later. We're talking about
Poughkeepsie.
Brokeback now.
The
Anyway.
Poughkeepsie tape should probably be like a bonus episode that never sees the light of day.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, surely.
Anyway, we're sad.
So that's the overall vibe right now. We're sad, but we're gonna get through it, everyone. And let me
Life
say,
is
Sure
sad
are.
boy.
I
It's
did.
giving sad boy.
It's giving.
Sadness.
I will say, and I said this during the watch. We've still found so many places to find joy and laugh and make jokes, and I'm proud of us for that.
I don't remember them.
There were a lot of quips. There
was
were
in
a
the
lot of
beginning.
quips.
It was in the beginning.
Like
It was
before
before
halfway
mid-break.
through the movie.
Yes.
It was. Oh, we took a break in the middle of the watch.
We had to take
we
a
need
coffee
to get
break.
some coffees,
Coffee.
a little bit more alcohol. You know.
And
It
then
was
things
just-
went downhill. Like things didn't really hit the
it's
fan.
all
All the fun stuff
downhill
happens at the
from
very
here.
like beginning, and then after that, you're done.
Then
Yep.
20 years passed by and I just. But let's get it.
Let's get into it, yeah. We begin in 1963, which I failed to remember even though I wrote this outline. So this takes place in the 60s, which does explain a lot of the repression.
Right.
And
Yes.
homophobia, hate crime
Mhm.
references, certain things like communication is just a little bit harder.
Yeah, there's so much that, like,
Dangerous,
know.
dangerous time.
that could have been solved if they just texted, but that was not possible.
This is in Wyoming, so that's like somehow even worse. Because small town folk and
I mean, Wyoming is one thing,
Very
Texas
sparse.
is another.
sparse
Mhm.
states, highly populated states. Same. I mean, not the same, but like very much the fear.
Conservative
fear of-
states. Let's just say that
Mhm.
point blank. So it is Wyoming, 1963, and so we got two cowboys. We got Ennis Del Mar, which is Heath. I put Heathy, Jack Twist, which is Jakey, and they're working for this man, Randy Quaidle.
Randall Quaidle.
So I always want to say Enos, but it's Ennis. Ennis.
No, it could be.
Ennis?
It could be said either way. I think.
Ennis.
I've
Because
heard
it-
it Ennis more often.
Yeah, I heard Ennis, not Enos.
Some
I've heard
people
other-
do.
I've heard
Anus?
other characters named Ennis.
I've heard Enos before too. Like
Enos,
Futurama.
E-N-O-S?
Futurama. His grandpa's name is like Enos.
Is it E-N-O-S?
Yeah, but they don't say Enos. They say Ennis. With
They
their
do.
little
This
last-
is
no,
his
no.
name.
I think Enos is
Because it's
E-N-O-S
Dennis without the D.
for spelling.
Oh.
Because
I
it's
thought it
like-
was E-N-E-S.
Ennis.
I'm cracking codes over here. Okay?
I don't even know what world you're on.
I I don't even know what you guys are
Mama,
talking about.
she's on Planet Chromatica right now.
Take me
God,
to
I wish.
Chromatica.
God,
So-
I wish.
They have been hired by Randy Quaid to herd his sheep through the summer on Brokeback Mountain in Wyoming.
Illegally. Let's get that
illegally.
clear.
Yeah, you were very
Is it?
bent
No,
on the
I don't think
illegal.
I don't think it's illegal. I
It
think
was
we just don't.
broken rules. Broken rules.
They're not supposed to herd their sheep through national park areas.
Brokeback
And they did.
Oh, is that what it was?
They were grazing on national parks, forest areas, and they're not supposed to.
Oh,
And it's
I didn't
cold.
understand.
Yeah.
I honestly, that conversation, like the first conversation out of this movie, is
I didn't
gibberish
understand
to
a
me.
thing.
I did,
I thought it was like intentional to confuse you.
because I'm a cowboy.
Yeah, let me like they're talking in code, and only Dahlia could crack it because they're fucking saying shit that
Okay,
only
Miss
cowboys
Goucha.
understand.
I was
Fucking
like,
Dolly's
alright.
got the Dolly's got the Da Vinci Code, and she cracked it. They're
to the mountains.
To the mountains. They are hired, and there's some tension between them. Who's gayer is the real question, and I still think it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
I still think it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
I 100% think he's more like overt about it, but
Mhm.
Heath got them piney looks
Mm.
that like Jake can hide.
He's got that deep, deep love,
He's got that like
passion.
he looks at someone and be like, "I'm into you."
The fuck me eyes.
He got fuck me eyes. That's what Heath Ledger had.
Rip to a king.
Oh, fucking king. So, obviously there's some tension. Jake's real fucking gay. Jack. Jake, similar. And so at some point, Jack finally makes a move on Ennis. And because it's so cold outside, so he's like, you know what, just come in here and let's warm up. And they immediately get right into the anal sex, which I want to
Okay,
talk
skip
about.
kissing. Straight to the sex.
And I want to go right back to the beginning of this fucking episode. You're like, what do they use as lube? Because I was like, okay. Because I'm sure that
They
I
used
know
spit.
the only thing that I know about this movie was that they fucked in the butt.
You
And
guys
it
say
was spit.
it was minimal spit. That shit was not
He
gonna
went,
do
he
nothing.
Went, "Puh," and he went, "Puh."
Now for anal sex, that shit's gonna do nothing.
No, yeah, there was no prep time whatsoever.
There's
but
no prep time.
it's not realistic, but it's a movie. We're not gonna sit there and have someone do the
It's
fucking,
movie magic.
They could have used they got cooking oil. They could have at least gone out and used some fucking something.
Then you're gonna turn it into porn. This is just supposed to be like quick, easy, done. There's lots of things that happen in movies that,
I'm just saying, they could have used at least the beans or something as lubricant.
Oh my god, dude.
that seems so much more dangerous.
That does seem dangerous.
Something, man. Anything.
Just something other than spit.
Something other than the slightest little...
Look, it's a movie. They're not gonna fucking rummage around for the fucking cooking oil or the lard or whatever it is that fucking 1963
Lard.
Wyoming
Cowboys are
ranchers
fucking
have.
with.
It's not like they had bacon and they're like, oh, let me use that bacon grease or some shit like that.
Yum.
Oh lord.
It's gonna break the
Jesus
spell of
Christ.
what's supposed to be a movie.
Anyway, they had sweet, sweet sex. And that continues. Even though Ennis is like, it's a one-time deal. It's not a
It's a
one-time deal, my
one-time
friends.
thing. And he's like, hey, people don't need to know. This is our business. Nobody else needs to know.
Who's gonna know?
Who's gonna know?
How will they know?
Well,
How will
actually,
they know? Randy Quaid does.
Randy Quaid figures it out.
he's like, let me check on my sheep. And then he's like seeing them fucking wrestle
like, "Hey,
with their
yo."
shirtless selves with hats and cowboy boots and jeans. You can imagine it. And he's just like, yo, what the fuck? They tumble over and they're like, hee, and then they kiss. And then he's like,
Tee hee hee, we're having fun in the mountains.
it just so happens that they fight before they leave on this 1963 adventure in Brokeback Mountain. And
Blood,
pretty
like
bad.
blood fighting, blood sports.
it's pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. There's a broken nose at least.
They
Yeah,
just,
he, like-
it's a lot of tension. Before we get into what they get up to until next time they see each other, real quick, who would y'all smash between Heath and Jake? All your feelings about Jake Gyllenhaal aside.
Heath.
Yeah, Heath.
Jake Gyllenhaal, his eyes are too close together.
Let Antonio speak.
Sorry, Antonio.
Antonio,
I honestly
say it.
don't super have a preference one over the other.
An empty room could be so loud. There you go again with your jokes, Antonio. Okay, so they leave not on great terms, and what happens between this and the next time they meet is that Ennis gets married to his fiancée, Alma, played by Michelle Williams, and he has 2 daughters. And Jack moves to Texas, where he meets Anne Hathaway, Lorene, and they marry and have a son. So they have their own lives separate. But they're still thinking about each other, though. So
They sure do. And let's
All
be
the
clear,
time.
Anne
Always.
Hathaway's character is Lorene, not Lorraine, not any other
Lorene.
Lorene.
Like Maureen,
How-
with a lur.
Like Tureen.
How original.
Lur.
Texan.
Keep an eye out for Lorena.
But she was all like Alma was a person I think that Ennis could really like depend on. She was reliable, always there. She's a good wife. She really was. But
She's
like
a sweetheart. Not bright, but sweet.
she did her job as a wife and a mother. And then fucking Lorene is like a wild card doing the rodeos and shit. And she's like trying to fuck in the car. Well, actually, they did fuck in the car because then they had
Yeah, they
a
did.
baby a year later.
Anyway, so they have their own lives, and eventually Jack comes to visit Ennis, and gay people can't be chill for one goddamn moment. Let me tell you.
Not
No,
one
they
second,
can't.
bitch.
Gay people cannot be fucking chill in any way, shape, or form, because the moment they reunite, they immediately not even go into an alleyway or somewhere dark. It is broad as daylight, and they go and they kiss, make out, and of course fucking Ennis's wife sees it because they're in broad as daylight. Because gay people,
You think you're
Have
gonna
no
get
chill.
tucked away into the stairwell? I could see you from up here. I got the bird's eye view, bitch. What were you thinking?
Stupid.
But
Just
also-
stupid.
The passion, the romance. I haven't seen you in 4 years. I love you. But
4
I never
years of
said
passion
it.
unleashed with one makeout session.
and they start their tradition of like going out a couple times a year, you know, to go fishing. Fishing, air quotes. And it is during one of these trips that, because Alma never confronts Ennis about it. It is during one of these many trips that Jack asks Ennis about building this big gay cowboy life together, getting a ranch, you know, just living happily ever after. But Ennis says no, because he's got a family and he's got all this repression at having seen a hate crime in his life. So he says no, and that makes Jack sad. But they keep meeting, though. And then things go to shit.
It's really fucking crazy. So yeah, because Ennis has that fear of like, and it was really upsetting. I won't go into details, but it was really upsetting. He was just 9 years old and he saw this dead body of a hate crime. And he's like, I just can't have that happening to me. And Jack, I think this is about the time Jack in a tizzy as he's being like rebuffed, or maybe it's another time, but at some point he starts going to Mexico to satisfy his needs because he's like, I can't keep doing this. So.
Oh, this is another, him fucking up to go fuck people in Mexico is another time he gets sad. Jax is very sad.
This is
and
the
angry.
sad point of the movies where they keep meeting up and shit just keeps going bad.
Because eventually their marriages fall apart. And so Alma and Ennis end up divorcing. And Jack's like, say fucking less. I heard about your divorce.
I'm here.
He's like, I have my kids for the weekend, though. I didn't get to see them last month. I have to see them now. You understand? Like, we didn't coordinate this. And he's like, right. I'll just go back driving 14 hours back to Texas.
And that's
he
when he goes to
frickin'
Mexico.
loses it.
That's when he goes to,
Yeah,
that's when he goes to Mexico.
and finds a sex worker.
And
And
that's
then
fine.
goes off into a dark alleyway.
Satisfy your needs, but at the same time, he's hurt, but also like, come on, man, you hurt yourself. Like, did he ask you to come up here?
That's true. When he was driving away all sad, I was like, you played yourself, though. You played yourself.
Because he didn't even tell him he was going. He just heard about the divorce and he was like, I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here. I'm queer.
I'm here. I'm queer. Let's go live our lives rearing steer.
That was cute.
You're a rapper. He's a rapper.
A poet, really. That was cute, Antonio.
You should write a book of short poems.
All gay. And
All
sad.
gay and sad.
Eventually, Alma confronts Ennis about Jack and the fact that she knows that they've been canoodling up
At
in
Thanksgiving.
It was
Oof.
very
she was
tense.
rough.
It was rough. Man, Thanksgiving, because like...
Thanksgiving
other
brings
movie-
out the worst in people.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Thanksgiving just like is never the tea in these movies.
But I mean, when are they going to meet up again at the same time? Like, it's very chaotic and like it just gets explosive so fast. And from Ennis's part anyway, she brings it up. Obviously it's uncomfortable, but she's like, I know what happened. And he's like, you don't know shit.
Well,
And
he
it was
gets mad
scary.
because she calls him Nasty Jack, and then that makes him upset. So he then blows up.
Keep my boyfriend's name
Out
out
your
your
Keep
mouth.
mouth.
my man's name out your mouth.
I mean, she did go after Jack, not Ennis. So I feel like maybe she had a little bit of like, you really? I
You
thought
have it
highly of you.
coming.
She had it coming. I still haven't seen that movie.
Me neither. It's coming.
I
We
sent
have
Skye-
it coming.
I sent Skye a reel about that, and I was just like, I can't fucking wait until we watch this.
Can't fucking wait.
I could only talk to
Um,
her about it.
Yeah, so that whole thing happened. So Ennis tries to move on with the waitress, who y'all were very excited about because I forgot to. That's one I did for just my B. I just forgot who she was. What's her name? Linda what?
Is it-
Carlini, right? What is it?
Cardellini.
Yes.
Is that right?
I think so.
She was beautiful in this. Beautiful.
She was absolutely
Gorgeous.
gorgeous.
I mean, she's always gorgeous, but I don't know. I think just like the makeup, the hair, she just looked gorgeous.
I think so too. She was just
Lovely
like,
woman. Lovely looking woman.
but also a convenient plot device for the movie. Somebody maybe to help Ennis move on.
But Ennis and Jack keep having their little fishing trips. And at this point, Ennis tells Jack that he can't really see him again until like way later because of work. And they argue about this, and they have like the big monologue, right? Is this one? Or is that later?
No,
It's this
No,
one.
it's that one. That's the one.
Yeah, where it's like I feel like that's like the parts that you knew, Skye, because you were like, yes.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Yep, that part. It's such a powerful little monologue from Jake Gyllenhaal about like we could have had a good life together, but you didn't want it, and it's very upsetty.
It truly is.
Upsetty spaghetti.
And you know, they're like, let's not forget, like this entire time, even though their marriages are like falling apart or have fallen apart, Jack.
Well, Ennis's is falling apart. Jack is actually he's a master at like hiding his like relationship, or Lorene is just so self-involved or just does not care, because Jack has his own things going on. He is fighting with his father-in-law at Thanksgiving, the same Thanksgiving that Alma confronts Ennis, and Jack is also finding himself in like a relationship with like this swinger couple.
David Harbour.
David Harbour.
Surprise couple of David Harbour and Anna Faris.
Mm-hmm.
Only he's
So-
only having an affair with one of them, right?
Yeah, I am pretty sure it was just one of them.
Yeah, so
Did you
I
get Swinger
think-
from that?
huh?
Did you get Swinger from that?
I think I'm not entirely sure because they're kind of crazy. I think it was referenced as swingers,
Interesting.
but David Harbour
Yeah.
definitely invites Jack over to like a house or something like
to
that.
go fishing. He says to go
To go
fishing.
fishing.
He also says to go fishing.
Gay lingo, apparently.
Let's go fishing. Alrighty, that's kind of weird, but whatever. I've never seen a gay hold a fish.
But yeah, like I just wanted to make the point that Ennis is still like working hard, having to find work, and that's why he's not making this excuse, but this is why he can't meet up, is because he has to continuously work, otherwise he's going to be totally broke. Unlike Jack, who kind of married into money and he's making his own money, so it's unfortunate.
Well, he pays
but
like
true.
child support.
Yeah,
right?
that too.
Yeah, $250.
Yep.
A month in child support.
Yeah. So after they have this final encounter, some time passes, and Ennis is going through his mail, and he receives a postcard that he had sent to Jack, but it is stamped with the word deceased.
I was
And she
Like,
I was deceased.
I was floored. I was like, wait, what? I'm like, this is a joke.
That's fucked up. I thought it was like faked or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, oh, Lorene found out. She fucking stamped deceased and like.
You didn't know, Antonio, that this was gonna happen? I thought you did.
I knew that death was gonna happen, but I thought this was gonna go on a little bit longer.
Skye knew.
I did know. That's why I was like, oh god, here we go again.
I was like,
Oh,
I was waiting for,
oh,
I was
shit.
looking for like a third
Go
plot
again.
twist or some nonsense, you know, like Romeo and Juliet. You know, oh, he's dead. Oh, he's not really dead. Oh, but I'm dead. Now he's really dead.
I love those plot twists.
Dahlia, I'm sorry you were floored.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? That was the last time that they talked to each other?
I wish I knew how to
Yeah.
quit you. The best way to go about it is to just die.
I thought as soon
I guess
as
I'll
I saw,
just die.
I'll like let you know my mode of thinking. When I saw that, I was like, first of all, like I can't believe that happened, and also I'm like, how did he die? I'm like, was it like HIV related, HIV/AIDS, or like was it a hate crime? Maybe, I don't know, but like that was what went through my mind. I'm like, he got caught. Was basically it. It's like he got caught.
Yeah. So I did want to touch base on this. During the movie, I wanted to Google it and see, like, because it's based off of a short story. And so I was, like, looking for it, and I wanted to see what, like, the actual book says about that specific scene. And it's literally 2 lines. It's the same thing, like, verbatim, that Lorene says. He was changing a flat. The tire rim blew out on his face, and by the time someone got to him, he choked out. And the next line is, no, Ennis thought they got to him, period. And that's it. And so, like, Ang Lee, I guess, expanded on that and, like, showed that really violent scene. And whether or not it's true, even though I'm almost positive.
It's open-ended.
It sounds like there was an actual hate crime, but it's never actually confirmed or anything in any, like, literary sense. It's more like expanded. It's all, like, mental. And I think that's the point for the audience to kind of think about it and be like, oh, was it really just a freak accident or was it actually a hate crime?
You never
Yeah.
know.
Although I'm pretty sure it's a hate
People
crime.
would
I-
love to
I-
save face more than
I would
anything.
assume it was a hate crime because it just.
I think when I saw, because the last time I saw it when I was a teen, I like took it at face value, but now I'm like, oh, it was a hate crime.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things where it's like how whatchamacall?
How long would it be till they got caught?
How reliable is the narrator in the short story? Like,
It's very hard to get through. I didn't cry, which is funny because I always cry in movies, but like it
The joy
it
left
really
you.
just it hurt me.
like there wasn't even any
was a
emotion
deep
left. You
hurt.
just were murdered emotionally murdered. Couldn't even cry about it at this point.
It's a deep hurt. I just know, like the type of person he was throughout the movie. You're just like, oh no.
I do think she showed some sympathy because on the phone, Lorene does talk about how Jack would say he wanted to be buried, or he wanted his ashes spread on Brokeback Mountain, which is where the tryst is and titular place of the movie. And she was like, half the ashes are with me, half the ashes are with his family. I would talk to his family so that way someone can do what he wants with his ashes.
And he does. He does go and visit the parents, and Jack's dad is very adamant that those ashes are going to be buried in the family plot. Does not want
Yep.
Annis to take them. But the mom's a little more sympathetic and, invites him up to Jack's childhood bedroom where Ennis discovers that the shirts that they wore during their fight back in Brokeback Mountain are still there. And it was a sad scene. Just sad after that. Go ahead, Skye.
Yeah. No, it was just so sad. I didn't cry, but I definitely teared up from here on out. Just seeing the shirts like together, I was like, that is so sad. It is so sad.
And he smells it and is upset, and I'm just like, ah!
It's very sad.
Why choose to love?
It was so hard. It's a bummer. It's a bummer.
I would say big time bummer.
It's
I would say it's up there.
I think it's a
One
big
of
old
the-
bummer.
One of the other things before he goes up there, though, that we didn't touch base on is obviously the mom knew because she invited him to go up to the room
And
but-
lets him keep the
I
shirt.
don't
and lets him
know.
keep the shirt after.
after he goes up to the room. But even Dad fucking knows.
Yeah,
Because
he talks.
He's
about,
talking about how Jack would come around and say, Ennis Delmar, I'm going to bring him here. We're going to build a cabin and we're going to fix this ranch right up. And he would say it for years. And then eventually the dad lets the cat out of the bag that Jack said that it was going to be a different person and it wasn't going to be Ennis anymore. And so Dad was like,
He's like, this spring it
he knew
was
this-
going to be somebody
he knew
else.
it, yeah. He knew that they were so close that they were probably romantically entangled.
He's like, he's going to leave his wife, blah, blah, blah. Also, why so many men?
Because he has needs and he's not getting them all fulfilled by the once every now and then fishing trips.
I guess.
This bussy has needs.
I'm just saying, like, I know that you have a need and then you get angry and stuff, but, like, I know you might be sexually frustrated, but for some people, like, they want to fuck the person they want to fuck because they love them. And
Well,
maybe they don't
yeah.
get it all the time, but it means something. And to just, I didn't like that on Jack's part, that he would go to Mexico just to get fucked. Like, I get it.
Once every, but honestly, that's where you have to ask, do you take what you can get when you can get it? Or do you make the decision to just cut it out of your life?
I think that for Ennis, it meant so much more. Like, he didn't need to go out and get it. He didn't have to go out and, you know, have sex with somebody else to fulfill that
But
need.
he was still having his girlfriend. He was still finding his, like, intimate needs met by, like,
He had
him seeking out a
two
girlfriend.
kids.
They both did.
Yeah.
They both did. But
They
like,
both had
But,
two
like,
kids.
but
They
I
both
don't-
had
I don't-
kids.
I don't
But the
think
thing
that
is, he
Jack was
wasn't
getting
having-
needs met.
well, like with a man, I mean, because like for Ennis, he's like, my needs are met even if we only meet once or twice a year because it's you. But I think for Jack, it was like, I just need my needs met, and my emotions are with you, but my physical body, I'm gonna do what I want, which is fair because people have needs, I guess.
I just hate being on Antonio's side every now and then. I hate that I'm on Antonio's side on this.
I'm more emotional about it.
I get, I respect, but I don't blame Jack, because every
I
single time
don't.
he wants, every
It's
single
fair.
time he wants to get close to Ennis, and it's like I can't do it.
Like, and this is like, I have the girls for the weekend, and it's just so fucking frustrating. You know, honestly, the smart decision is obviously just not continue the relationship, but I don't know how like feasible that is in 1963
We're
with the
humans.
with your person who you want to be your person in a time frame where like you're not allowed to be with your person, and
Big
We're
bummer,
humans.
Big bummer.
big
big
time
sad.
bummer.
But yeah, I just wanted to chat about that real quick.
big fucking sad.
I don't think anybody was in the wrong truly, but it's a hard place to be when you can't be together and you like each other.
Okay, so this movie ends with his daughter, Alma Jr., coming to Ennis' trailer to tell him, hey, I'm engaged. I would like you to be there. And he does agree, finally, because he's kind of never there. And once she leaves, he, goes to his closet in his new little trailer, and he still has the two shirts hanging together, and he's got a postcard of Brokeback Mountain. And he looks at it and at the shirt and cries, and then it's sad. It's big time bummer, and it fucking ends on the sad shirt.
He says, Jack, I swear. And then that's it. Black. Credits. Scrolling.
Ang Lee, if I fucking see you in the streets,
On site.
obliterated on fucking sight, my dude.
But now he starts living his life to the fullest. He's like, I gotta make more time for the things that are fulfilling. I gotta live life and not put things to the side because he's already lost the greatest love that he had. That sucks.
Guys, what'd you think? Because I have thoughts about this film.
Love is bullshit.
I liked it.
I'm sinking into this couch.
I don't think I'll ever watch it again.
That's one of these movies. I'm so good. I have nowhere to see this ever again.
I think once was good.
I might watch it again.
Wow.
For what?
Bold. For what?
To get sad again. Alone.
To feel something.
To feel something.
I think I watched it when I was a teen, and I was like, whoa. Because, it wasn't as much accessible queer content out there on these lean mean streets.
Oh yeah,
But-
fuck. I can think of like four different gay movies that I could watch right now as opposed to this.
But now having seen so much queer content that is just so joyful, and so delightful that now watching it 10 years later and just everything being so fucking abundant and joyful, I'm just like, I know it's on the syllabus, but I don't think it needs to be, quite honestly. I think
it's extra credit.
It's extra
points.
credit.
I was thinking
Yeah.
that too. I was like, I
think
don't
you need
know.
to see it.
Yeah.
I think
Which is crazy. I didn't think I'd think this, but I really don't think you need to see this. I think
I am grateful that it's a queer movie with the production value behind it, just as the same as I am grateful that Call Me by Your Name is a queer movie with production value behind it. There are plenty of indie gay movies, some of them just fucking vapid as hell. And this one just tells a very specific story about a very specific couple, and it's it's about people being gay, but it's not specific about their gay lives or anything like that. It's just
an experience that is completely plausible.
I agree. It's like I'm grateful it exists and it existed, but I don't think you need to see this. There's so much other fun stuff you could watch.
You know what?
So other,
No, I think
other
it should be
good
on the
queer content.
syllabus. I think it's a necessary watch. I do think it's a necessary watch mostly because it does go to show that homosexuality or LGBT was not always accepted, and that these two, before they were married to women and tried to live out lives or anything, met each other and could have lived their gay happy ranch lives, really early on if it wasn't for like homophobia.
I think it should be on the syllabus, like for younger people who maybe have not seen that as much, but we're older gays. This was like the story in like all the gay movies. Everyone always got gay bashed and fucking got hate crimed, And
Yeah,
I
I think that this might be an extra credit movie only because of, I think what you mentioned earlier, Ketzel, is like this is a straight person's view on queer. And, I feel like there could have been more to it. And I think that's why I didn't cry, is because I know these are not like two actual gay men. I'm not saying that we needed to see all the physical action between them, but it was like too nuanced. And I think that was because of the, straight people, like, making this a queer movie. And I don't know, I feel like there wasn't enough, even though there was a lot of pining and a lot of sadness and a lot of hurt. And I think it was like a love story, really. I just think that there wasn't enough, there were still like two men living their normal lives, or, quote unquote normal. They went home to their wives, they had kids, like I don't think there was enough like showing of the anguish. But again, does it always have to be so sad and tragic? Like, it's really crazy how it has to be so sad for people to get it. Like, even I think in the sense that they made this into a movie is like they wanted to make queerness acceptable, accepted and mainstream, but it had to be tragic to make it mainstream.
It was always kill your gays.
Okay. So, in order of persecution and why I think this belongs, there are 4 movies that I think are super important to
you are the keeper of the syllabus.
That I think are super important, or at least that I've seen now at this point. One of them is a 1997 film called Bent with Clive Owen. And it's literally about the 1930s where the Nazis persecuted homosexuals in Berlin, Germany, I think. And this is back in the days of like the gaudy like parties and everything. It was like a cult basically sort of situation for homosexuals, and like people would be murdered, or whisked away into concentration camps and prisons and stuff like that. That's actual like persecution of the gays. This is more like, this is what happens in small countries, or not small countries, in like
Small towns.
Small towns, thank you. Small towns in like America and everything like that. Gay bashing is a thing. They've shown that. But that wasn't like persecution by law. Then there's like Call Me By Your Name, which it's like very much frowned upon, but even towards the end of that, because we've watched that movie and we've reviewed it at this point, they talk about how like even the dad had a relationship at some point, and that maybe one day he'll have another one if he continues to go down that route. And then with like the most recent and most modern movie about that is like Love, Simon, which is, just acceptance in like high school bullying. Like, yes, there's still probably like murder of like homosexual kids in the country, but like Love, Simon is about acceptance, of just yourself in like a small, very small atmosphere where it's just school. So I think like this belongs somewhere on that spectrum of like knowing what persecution meant as like a gay person.
It's hard to believe now at this point in 2022, although it's not completely solved or anything by all means, like by any means, sorry. There's a lot of sadness that needs to be talked about. The punishment. I feel like that's a sad but necessary part of history, though.
So I think
Yeah.
it doesn't. So I don't think this is like extra credit. I think it belongs on the syllabus now. Now that I think about it, and I'm like, you know what? There have been some other really crazy things that happen.
Yeah, I just think that so much of the canon is already sad, gay, white. You know?
True.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair, but it's, you know,
And, you know,
representation. Representation is the 2020s game.
but you have like so many good film, like Paris is Burning, for example, is
Yeah.
like a great film of the 90s that like shows life and like sort of the hardships that are dealt with and like trans people of color community. And there's like hardships in that, but there's still a lot of joy in that, you know? And I like that.
Absolutely.
I like that there's like that mixture, but the things that have gone mainstream in like queer cinema canon have been the sad gay, the sad gay stuff, the sad white gay stuff, you know?
Yeah.
It just takes it back to like even Greek stories. It's either a tragedy or it's a comedy. There is no between.
I don't know. I like things now, I think, to have a bit more of a twist. That I think that like the young queers today are very lucky to have a lot more to pick from.
Agreed.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't
sure.
debate that at all.
Wow, look at us having heavy discourse.
It's a heavy chat of a movie. I can't wait to see the other one because like this one drained me.
Oh, the other one. Oh.
Joy. If we're talking joy, that's a joyful film.
We might need to record that tonight.
That one has me crying of joy.
It truly
Or
is
I
a
need
joyful
to see
film,
something.
and it's like that is actually like a gay director, which like I appreciate in the way that like Brokeback Mountain isn't, and it's like joy. Don't worry, Dolly. I'll bring you back from the brink of death. I got you.
In the next episode, we'll change we'll change that whole feeling, the ambiance.
I got you, baby.
Absolutely.
But
But I did
Mixed
like
results.
this movie. I did like
Yeah.
this movie. I would watch it again. Maybe not soon, but
What Oscars did it win? You said it won
It
some?
w-
I know it was
yes.
nominated.
yeah, it won Best Director. I know that. It also won. Let me just pull it up real quick. That's the one I remember. It won Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, and Best Original Score.
I did like the little score.
I did too.
If we kind of just skip
the
number
sad
2
gay-
but go to 3 really
Yeah.
quick. That was a good little guitar.
It was
Dun,
deserving.
dun, dun. It was
sad,
nice.
Sad music.
It happened
Yeah.
every time something was going on. It was a good tune. I liked it. I don't even remember if there was music really, like other than the country
A
music
lot of
that was in there.
a lot of country music.
Which I like, but yeah, I think for the most part, the tune is what caught my attention the most.
Yeah.
Hotcast?
I mean, Hotcast was. I mean, Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Period.
Heath Ledger
Period.
carries.
Heath Ledger ate, as the kids say. Heath Ledger eat.
He eat.
Linda eat. Linda was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
She eats. So, costume, set, first of all, location. We don't always talk about this. Location.
We do talk about
Beautiful.
this. It just
we
doesn't
usually
come
talk
up
about
often.
like set design,
Yeah.
and and like location is kind of harder to like kind of perceive with some of
Yeah.
these movies.
Unless it's a movie like this where it's like just
Scenic,
very
beautiful. Wyoming, if that was really Wyoming, my God, the beautiful scenery. But also there's a reason why it's so beautiful and also untouched because, it's very out there. I don't think that's a part of the United States a lot of people visit except to go to the national parks. And even then, you're not allowed to go off trail. And you shouldn't because there's fucking bears.
And there's fucking shit in those woods.
There's shit in there's a Squatch in these woods.
There's like probably a whole bunch of shit out there.
the
You don't
truth
wanna
is
know.
out there.
Huh?
The truth is out there.
Doon, 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 doon.
A lot of what are they called?
Snaps? Bend and snaps?
No, like
Critters?
what are they
Eagles?
called? Like the Loch Ness monster.
Cryptids?
Cryptids.
Cryptids.
Thank you.
I wasn't even paying attention
You were
to what I
like,
heard Loch Ness
thank you.
Monster.
The Squatch, yeah.
But lots of
Cryptids.
stuff like that out there.
There's the Squatch, the Mothman, the Jersey Devil lives in Wyoming.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
He vacations there.
That's where he vacations with his gay lover.
Hey, if it is that beautiful, I'm fucking the woods too.
This bitch was filmed in Canada, not even Wyoming. That's it.
No.
I take back everything
I said.
No. No,
The
false
betrayal.
advertising.
Not Jacques. French Canada?
Catch me where, Antonio? Catch me
BC?
where? Canada?
Catch me dead before you catch me in the woods, I think.
Damn.
Not even for Daddy Bigfoot?
Not even for Daddy Bigfoot.
Damn.
That motherfucker lives on the North American continent. There is no passport that needed.
Mama, that's Mr. Worldwide. He doesn't need a passport.
He uses magic Squatch hair to get from country to country.
Really,
uses
though,
what
Canada?
He uses his what?
Magic Squatch hair.
Squatch hair.
You gotta go to
Explain.
bed.
I don't know. I apparently
You would know.
the whiskey is hit.
Butterfly in the sky.
Sky,
That's where your brain
I
is.
can go twice as high. That's Bigfoot.
With his hook hand.
Okay. Quotes. Anyone got
No,
quotes?
no.
Quotes, anyone?
Costumes.
Just
Oh.
we.
I want to
costumes?
say
We just talked about location.
We just.
I
we did.
want to wear all of the things that they were wearing while
Oh,
they
for
were
sure.
on the mountain. I want the jackets. I want the flannels. I even want the hat. You want to get into these coats, don't you?
I only have the one, and it's the one everyone else is probably gonna say.
Say it.
What is it? Oh, the one I keep saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
I just wish I knew how to quit you. Mine was, and I hope I can remember this correctly, but I was like, what the fuck?
Oh,
When he was like,
the-
it's like a rabbit trying to get into a snake hole with a coyote on his tail. Was that it?
Yeah.
That
I was like,
that means
what?
she was super focused on her accounting. Like she really had to like.
Fucking Dahlia was translating this movie because it was like fucking whatever fucking about Rose and shit, and you're like, that's his butt.
Stem the rose.
Yeah, stemming the rose.
Stemming
like,
The rose
like,
is the
you're out there
butt, and the
stemming.
stem is a
The
dick.
yeah, the
Yeah,
rose
yeah.
is the butthole, and the stem is the dick. Period.
Period.
Rose
What did that mean?
equals bussy.
when he said that?
Bussy equals butthole. That's the law of transitive properties.
We gotta add a vocabulary list to the bottom of the Spotify description.
Not the bus.
The show notes.
The bussy, which also has second mouth attached to it.
Could you please
Okay.
attach your syllabus
Please.
in a document tonight so that
Can
Quetzal can
someone
put it?
unplug Antonio's microphone?
You're done.
It's like,
But
say,
like,
say
Jinkies.
bussy one more time.
I dare you. I double dare you.
Like a rabbit trying to get into a snake hole with a coyote on
like
its tail.
she's her eyes get so small. It's
Do you
like
want that tattooed somewhere?
I kind of do.
just can you visualize that though? Like imagine a rabbit like speeding, getting away from a coyote. The only place to duck is in the tiny hole. So like you're really having to be hyper focused to squeeze yourself in there to save your fucking life. So
Me and Skye are like, well,
Right,
Antonio's
right,
not
right.
here. Antonio's on Planet Chromatica. And me and Skye are like,
I was,
Okay.
and then Antonio went. It's that. What would you say?
it's
Squatch
that
hair
Sunday
magic.
feeling.
that's Squatch hair
Squatch
magic.
hair.
The Sunday Squatch feeling.
Sunday Squatch. That's Sunday Squatch feel.
You're welcome. But anyway, those were our favorite quotes.
What was yours?
Mine.
The same one as yours?
Oh wait, it was the same as mine. Like a rabbit trying to get into a snake hole with the coyote
No,
on its tail.
I haven't said mine. Please stop. I beg you.
I'm gonna send you a voice note in the middle of the night of me saying that.
I'm sweating.
Are you okay?
I'm all right. Dahlia, did you say yours?
No, mine was like, I wish I knew I could how to quit you.
I wish I knew that I could, if I could.
You said
I
I
wish I
asked
knew
you to
that
say
if
it
I
because
could.
I didn't know the exact quote.
Okay, that was both of your guys' favorite quote?
Yeah, I wish I knew how to quit you.
Oh, God.
Then why don't you?
Take a
I
shot
reference
every
it.
time I say that, and then the rabbit.
No.
Stop it. Don't even say it.
Someone unplug Skye's microphone, please.
You're done.
Q, do you just
You're
want to
done.
do the rest of this episode by yourself?
Yeah, I would love to, actually.
You're done. You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
My favorite quote,
Does anyone care?
I'm so glad you asked, is, and you know what, this quote is actually very relevant to now, currently. This is the goddamn bitch of an unsatisfactory situation.
Yeah.
I know, right? This situation.
Yeah, this situation right now.
Right here, right now.
That was a good one too. I just can't
I see
remember
that
that as
screen.
well as the other one.
Which I feel that they're both just as complicated, but okay. This is the goddamn bitch of an unsatisfactory situation. I see that screen grab a lot, and it always makes me smile, even though it's not a smiling moment, but
It's not a happy moment.
It's funny. Like, I think the way he says it is very funny.
It's
Also,
funny
sit
out of
your
context.
Out of context is really funny, and I also like when he told his father-in-law to sit your ignorant ass down.
Ooh.
That was cute.
Period.
Nice.
We all got a boner.
He said, "You're done."
He said, "You're done. You're done."
Anyway, I think we've already answered whether this movie is worth a watch. I think we had a whole debate about it. I think we all stick to our guns there.
Let
So-
me tell you.
I think we all agreed though it's worth a watch though.
I think it's worth the watch, but
I
not
don't-
worth
I
the
don't think
hype.
Like
I don't-
period.
I think it's worth. I think it's worth the hype. Like, I'm glad it exists. I don't think you have to watch it.
I think it's worth a
Interesting.
watch,
Nope.
but not worth the hype. Like the hype that it got, I think was maybe a little more grandiose than watching the movie itself.
Because to me, the hype, it's like its legacy. And I understand its legacy. I understand its importance. Funny, as the one person that did see it beforehand, now I'm kind of like, I think there's other things you can watch. I understand its place. You don't have to watch it. You can watch it on
I
the
think you
cinema.
need to watch it.
I know.
I think that out of like the big movies, because let's be real, if you're a straight person watching or listening to this podcast, out of the big movies, because there are tons and tons of indie LGBT films, but
First of all, who
out of
let
the-
you in here?
Put on your 2005 brain.
your
Think about
2005
it
brain,
there.
actually, you could put on your 2022 brain, and this is still a movie that you should probably watch. It's something that even the straight people talked about. And I don't know if Bent was really popular back in 1997 or how far like it went, but that's one that I had come across and I was like, that's crazy. But this one,
That's crazy, dog.
Bent.
Bent.
Bent with
Bent.
Clive
I thought you
Owens.
said rent. I think it's worth the watch. Like, not even just this debate. I think for like performance wise, like as an Oscar movie, I think this is one of the better ones
Okay, that's fair.
that have been
I'm
nominated for
surprised
Oscars.
that we didn't really go for that.
Mhm.
I mean,
Hey,
like,
I was thinking it that way. Where it was like, it is worth the watch
as
'cause
like
it was
just a
talked
plain
about.
film and not even like LGBT
Yeah, like, not
discussion
even just-
central centric.
Not even that. I think just as a movie, because I think
Okay,
as much as I
that's
don't like
fair.
Jake Gyllenhaal,
That
I
is
think
super fair.
him
What a great
and-
way of like refocusing our perspective.
Him and Heath Ledger did a really fantastic job. Actually,
Agreed.
honestly, everybody in this movie did a really great job.
Agreed.
So
You're
I
right.
think that it is worth a watch in that aspect. I get what you're saying about it, and I also understand what you're saying. But I think in the middle, I think that's why it's worth a watch.
That's some out of the box thinking.
And also
I
the
like it.
cinnamon toast crunch.
The cinnamon toast crunch.
I think I'm not taking off like my like queer critical theory.
Oh, Mama, you got to take out the gay eyes.
Mama,
Oh,
Yeah,
I wish I could.
my
I wish I could.
my gay goggles are on all the time.
They stay on. But you're right. I think when you take that out, it's like as a film, objectively, kind of like Charlie's Angels. When you look at it objectively, it's a good film.
It's a good film.
Like, this is a good film. Charlie's
Right.
Angels, when you looked at it objectively, Was it bad?
But it's still worth a watch, and I think it's good. Like, I think that's how I'm seeing this particular movie. Like I said, I only got to watch it once. I'm good, because, ouch. That hurted. That shit hurted. But it was a good movie. I don't regret watching it.
I don't think
it
I'll ever see it again.
It was deserved all the Oscars it was nominated for. And won.
Agree. Wow. What a moment. I feel like we're all on different spectrums.
I feel like I really brought it in there at the end, though.
And scene.
That's it for Sit Down Loser. We're watching a movie. Catch y'all next time.
Bye, losers.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Oh, God.
Okay, all right.